are going to need only gloves and lemon. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video. In case it's your very first time here guys, welcome, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're returning by, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my video guys. In case you're seeing me for the first time in this channel, we do everything. We do travel, we do village, we do sit down, we do hygiene, we do financial tips, we do everything. So if in case you want to just hang out with me, kindly don't forget to subscribe. And the most important thing guys, there is a bell notification there. Don't forget to turn it on so that every time that your girl posts something, you get notified. Another thing guys, I've been wanting to share out with you this amazing journey that I've had for the longest time. Did I even not mention that guys? First of all, let me greet you. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from whatever country you're watching me from. And how are you doing? How have you been? How can I be so selfish of myself? I'll just introduce myself, guys, and not even telling you how you people you are doing. Then another thing, I'm so happy that did you know that? Let me just give you a secret. 65% of people are watching this video are female. Yes, 65 of you are female, and one good thing that I like about it, they are just my age gap, like from 24 to 34. So that's where I fall. I'm so happy. But one sad thing is that guys, 90% of you are watching these videos but you haven't subscribed. That's so sad. Anyway guys, today's video is very special. It's hygiene. Yes, so it's a special video that I thought of sharing out with you guys. Whatever I've learned, whatever have helped me, whatever I have gone through, and this is from my own personal experience. Yes, I don't want to sugarcoat anything, and I didn't want to come here and share out with you when I didn't get the result, when things are now no things are still not okay. So guys, I want to take you back to my early childhood. It's so much memorable, though I'm just going to take you this particular moment in my life. So back then in primary school, if you're Kenyan, you understand. If you're watching me from overseas, it's a preschool. Yes, lower grade, not even the upper grade. Yes. So back then I went to a boarding school. So our school was a boarding, boys mixed and girls. So by the time I was going, we stayed there in the classroom. Like the ladies, one day guys, I'll take you through my former primary school. So whatever used to happen, women, there used to be a how for the disabled. They used to be called small home. Small home. Our school used to accommodate the disabled because it was a Catholic school, so it was sponsored. So those disabled kids, their home used to be called small home. I don't even know why, but the home was big, so I don't even know why they used to call it small home. So what happened is, by that time I went, there were so many disabled kids. So instead of us women going to sleep at the small home with the disabled family, they opted to put us in classes like lower primary. There are some classes that were not, by then they were not being used. So that's why we were opted to be kept in. So you know how girls are, you know how shy we are. We used to sleep and we would hang our clothes inside the house. Like we used to have this double decker beds. So that's where guys, I wish you understand. Like the bed, the first one, the second one, and the third one. So they used to hang the beds at the how do we call it, inside the house. So that's where I got infections, and yeah, it was a very very bad experience. I don't want to go back there, but the sad part of it, I never shared it to anyone. You know, I'm a daddy's girl, and I was so much close to my father. So anytime I used to itch a lot. You know how it is, and you know how it can irritate. So I used to itch a lot, but I couldn't share this with anyone because I used to stay with my dad. So anytime I could go eat, I ran to the toilet, I go eat myself. And guys, believe me, I wish you know how I'm struggling to sit here. Like you could see the behind the scene, like whatever I'm sitting down anyway, one step at a time. That's not the purpose for this video. The purpose for this video is for you to understand whatever I'm saying. So I used to eat a lot, and by then I was those girls that were, how do you say, they used to say they are low because I was not at my puberty stage. I was not, I didn't start my days then. I delayed. So anytime, all the time, I could itch. I go to the toilet, I could itch. And by then I was not even using water to clean myself. I was using tissue paper. Anyway, I thank God for how far he has taken me to this point. So this thing went the first year, the second year, the third year now. I was now going to sit for my KCPE, and that's when I started having my cycle. Did I have? Yeah, I had it first once. Yes, I had my cycle once in primary in class 8, and I never had it again. So it just came and I dropped. But you see how it drops are? It just came like pop, then I never had it again. So I could still itch. Like this itching didn't stop. It was still there. So upon completing my primary school, it could come and go, it could come and go. And I wasn't sharing out with anyone. Like honestly speaking, I didn't share with anyone this because I was uncomfortable. Like, guys, it's so much irritating. Like I was really, really uncomfortable. So I'm going to fall down. So I'm sorry guys, it's the struggle of being a content creator for me to have a sit down here. It's not easy. Anyway, where are we? So am I even placed you guys in the right position? Because I feel like I am so much down. Anyway, whatever. Whatever I'm saying, it's much important than. So after doing my high school, obviously daddy's girl. So one day, I don't know what happened. If it's not my sister-in-law, yes, I think it's my sister-in-law that I told that. No, 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 she didn't. I didn't tell her. So one day, Aki, honestly speaking, I can't remember whoever I told about my condition. That told my dad that I've been suffering down there, but I can't remember. I don't know if it's my biological mom or that's a story for another time, or if it is my sister-in-law. But either way, one of them, or I don't know if it was my stepmom. I'm not sure. Am I sure? No, I don't think. I don't think, guys, if I can remember uh, who told my dad. But in regardless, my dad came to find out that I've been suffering. I've been itching a lot. So I'm being now taken to a guy now. Where Dr. Kotonya, Reinsurance Plaza. Those people come from Kisumu. Yes, it was the very first time that I ever used a lift. Yeah, that was also very interesting. That was the first time I ever used an elevator at that because it was on the 8th floor. It was so tall, like. So there was that Dr. Kotonya. I don't know if he's still alive, but back he was very old. It was from Russia. So I went, had appointment with him. So we went to Dr. Kotonya. Now, one thing that really, really shocked me is they said I should do an STD test. What? What's STD test? So I'm like, I told, like, I had to now speak up because I remember, yes, I went with my dad's colleague. I think it's called who? Mr. Kibet. That was Kibet was my father's best friend, and everything that you wanted to know about my dad, you could go ask him. You could go, like, he knew whatever my dad was planning to do. Whatever it was, just like that is the only man that knew my father. Like they've been friends for more than 40 years. For those times that my dad lived. No, my dad died at 65, so all their childhood, everything Kibet knew. And Kibet is not even from my tribe, and he knows Google more than I even know. Anyway, I like back to the story. So Dr. Kotonya opted for me to do an STD. So I went and told, I said, now I have to speak out. How am I going to do an STD test? And yes, I'm still a virgin. How? I've never slept with anyone because they were suspecting that the cause of itchiness there it's because maybe I was involved in something. And guys, I was such a very, very good girl, a very innocent girl. In fact, I wanted to be a nun. Like that's a story that I'll give you one day. Like how can they suspect that I'm having an STD? So I'm like, we were being told in primary school that STD is that transmission disease. So how do I have that thing, and yet I've never involved myself in that activity? So they were like, no, you cannot trust. I'm like, okay, call my dad, because me, I know my dad trusts me. Call my dad. If I ever involve myself in such a thing, I'll have to tell my dad, but call him, because this is something that it's not fair. You people, it's not fair. I've never. They really insisted. I think that the nurse came now. They insisted that I have to be tested. Then okay, fine. They gave me a small bottle, a small thing. I went and pee on it. I said okay, fine. They went there. So they were looking for an STD, and lucky enough, they didn't get it. So now the doctor comes in, putting on the gloves. There, remember, guys, nothing has ever entered me down there except me when I'm washing myself. And even by that time, I didn't even know that it's good to, I didn't even know. I used to. We were so much shy, and we were not being told about proper hygiene, how to wash yourself, how to know. It is when I got to high school is when we taught how to do that. So the doctor comes in, putting on the gloves and penetrating his fingers inside me. I'm like, oh my goodness, what is this? Like, I want to see, I want to know what is. It was the most uncomfortable thing. So they give me 3 tablets. They were so much expensive by then, very much expensive. They give me 3 tablets. I swallow every evening. So we went back, and the thing disappeared. So I was not itching. Then now there was like, okay, this might the reason why you have this, and it's because you are hanging your inner wears inside the house. Which, guys, please, in case you are hanging your inner wears inside your house, hang them outside where there is sunlight, or like at the window where there is, almost say where there's paper swahili me, like paper is a breeze, like wind. So always hang them outside where, guys, you can. There is that you can have the fresh air, not congested inside the house. So I think that's what affected me. So yeah, I went to after taking the medication, we went back home as usual. So this story now escalated. People at home were like, "You've been suffering, you've been itching, and you've never said anything." I'm like, who was on earth for me to share with? I'm a daddy's dad, and I am so much close to my dad in such a way. Guys, I'm not. Today the city. Anyway, we have to move in regardless, one step at a time. So my sister-in-law now knew about the situation. Then she asked me, like, you've been suffering, and why you didn't share out with anyone? I'm like, I didn't know who to share with. Besides, it was so much embarrassing. I couldn't share with anyone. So yeah, that's how the story went out. Now I went to now high school. High school, never had any, because I'd suffered in primary school. So I knew all my panties are supposed to be hung outside. So in high school, I was so much clean. I was so much really, really clean, and I used to put them outside. So after those 4 years in our school, I never had any issues. Like, honestly speaking, I cannot remember, but the itchiness, it was just small, small. During the time I could have my days, and also me, I was a regular person. Like, I could miss days for 6 months. I could miss. I wasn't worried. Like, if you don't involve yourself in those adult activities, you don't get worried. So I wasn't worried at all, at all. Like, if I miss or I don't miss, I never, never go to worry. After high school, now I moved now to Mombasa. Oh my goodness. Now, after high school, I started having my days like of every monthly. But some, I think 4 years, I didn't have any problem. It used to itch like just a little, maybe a small irritation, because I knew from the word go, I am very, very sensitive. So whatever I used to go to the toilet, I would take time. Like, if the toilet is not clean, I won't go. If and now after high school, now we were taught how to clean ourselves with water. So the water factor also helped a lot. Guys, if in case it might sound not okay, but in case, water is always a good remedy, especially after having your days. It's always good to clean you, even during your days, it's always good to clean yourself with water, like not tissue paper. No offense, but we were taught, one of the classes in guidance and counseling back in high school, we used to have a madam. How do we call it? Okay, imagine, am I forgetting her name? Orero, Mrs. Orero, Mrs. Hey, forgive me for forgetting. So I remember one day she was teaching about us about during guidance. We used to have guidance and counseling every Wednesday. So one time she was teaching us how to shower, how to take yourself. I think she was yeah, how to take care of ourselves. So she taught us how to clean ourselves with water, how to shave, how women are not supposed to have those, like, the hair thing. So I'm so grateful for that lesson. I was so much keen because I have suffered that, so I didn't want to continue suffering. Then Mombasa also as well. You When we moved here, you could go to the hotels. There are no tissue paper. There are water. And we thank God for the Arabic shower, guys. If you don't have Arabic shower in your place, go get it. The thing is only 600 shillings. Go get it. So you will thank me later. Okay, you're going to thank me later because I'm telling you, go get it. Every woman should have that Arabic shower inside their house. It's just a small, yeah. If you don't want to touch water, but anyway, what harm will it cause to clean yourself? I don't know those people who have nails how they do it, but no offense as well. My sister will come to me because she has very long nails. Anyway, so for after 4 years now, the thing came back again. So this time around, it was kind of not itchy. I started now having different weird kind of discharge. Yeah. I started having weird kind of discharge. So I ran to the I'm that person that anything that happens to me, I run to the doctor. So I ran to the doctor and asked him, like, I'm having this weird discharge. What could it be? The first thing the doctor asked, are you on family planning? Which family planning now? Which how? How can I start having a family planning and yet I don't have kids? No, I'm not. Okay, fine. Then they test me. And the doctor tells me you have bacterial infections. Then I ask him where are they from. So one of the reasons that people don't know bacterial infections where they are from, it's first of all, Mombasa is very hot, so the temperature of Mombasa is very hot. That one leads to that. Then another thing is the hormonal imbalance, the type of food that we eat. Here we eat biryani every Friday, the spices. Some people react, it's a lot of toxic in your body. So when they get removed outside, is when you have that hormonal imbalance. Then you have to get that bacterial thing. Another thing is the hygiene, toilet. Then another thing is also like the underwears, like when you put it there, when you put them on, you don't they don't get enough sunlight. So I get treated and I get some medication. After that, I go back home. So now it stays for like 6 months. It comes back again in a different form, and this time round, I noticed uh, every time that I was about to have my cycle, every time, like I start itching, I start having discharge, those weird discharge, or maybe a smell before I have my periods, like before I go for my days. Sorry guys for mentioning some people don't like the word. So what happens is I get itching or discharge. Like I'm so much clean. By the way, guys, I'm those people who are very much clean. I know, like Google is always my friend, so I do a lot of research. So anything that I see like a different type of distance, I have to Google. Why is this thick? You what yogurt? You what? Nee. I'm that type of a girl. Like I'll literally Google everything, even if I'm starting to have a cough and this cough is there, I will Google. Google has always been my partner. So the thing is, I noticed that, so I said, okay, this one is not normal. I go back to the doctor again. I go get tired. No, this time round, I say, okay, fine. Maybe you get it somewhere. I'm like, where? Maybe, maybe you have, how do you say? You didn't get proper medication, maybe you treated. So this time round, I get medicine from him again, and I promise myself I'm not gonna go back there. I am not going to go back. I go to another person because this person is not helping me. He stayed, he's disappeared. Next time I go to the chemist. Hey, this is now where the story again. These chemistry people, I have so many friends, like so many. They have a lot of prescription, a lot of medicine, a lot. They tell me this and this. And one thing that they have never told me about the side effects of those probiotic medicine. They have never told me the side effect until it got upon to myself. I said, okay, fine, guys, this time I'm going to visit a gyna. So I think that was the worst mistake I ever did. I went to the chemistry guys gave me medicine, of course, probiotic as usual. I came and took, and the thing disappeared. And this thing normally, after I'm done with my days, my cycle, I go back to normal. Like things just get back normal. I just have this experience when I'm about to go to my days. So this time round, I say to myself, enough is enough. I want to go visit a gyna. Hey, I went to the gyna, and the gyna said the reason why I am having those constant thing, it's because I'm having hormonal imbalance. Like she literally pressed my boo boo, my milk. Then she was like, it seems that the body is saying I am so much from getting pregnant. You know, that those white things that comes out of every woman's nipple. So when she presses my thing out, she say like, this is a sign of that you've been having like your body is having so much pregnancy. Then I'm like, I've never gotten pregnant in my life, so why what are you saying? No, it is just the hormones, the hormonal imbalance, and this hormonal imbalance are the one who are making you to have this continuous infections over and over, like the continuous rash. So she put me into probiotics. I took the medicine for 45 days. Guys, 45 days. Yeah. I was so much like I was so much into like getting over. Like I don't want this thing. I want to have my balanced pH. I want to have my modern in order. I want to have like everything, all my things. I want them to be in order. So I was so much dedicated. I took the medicine as prescribed. Like every day, I used to swallow like 8 to 10 tablets. What? And guys, guess what? After I was done with medication, I was like, okay, fine. I'm so safe. I'm so blah 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 blah. Things are okay. I thought they are over. Where yeah, they were not. So I traveled. I went. I've been traveling. I went to Mara's party. I came back. I went to Yuna's place. I came back. I think I went there like 3 times. And you know the distance. Usually when you travel, I've done the videos. You can go watch. So at night, first time I traveled. No, I went to Nairobi. Yes, I think the time I went to Nairobi from Kisumu to Nairobi, and around there in between Nakuru, I went to the washroom because I was so much pressed, guys. And I went there and I was like, there is water. So I just took in the water, I cleaned myself with the water that was there. Believe me, guys, instantly from there, I started itching. It was so much irritating. It was so much painful. So I had to go back home. Then I had to come back again to Mombasa. I went to the chemistry now. And no, I went to the doctor again. I went to the doctor before we I went to the doctor. I told him that I travel and I don't know why. Then the doctor said maybe because of the itchiness. Then he gives me medication. Then I went to the chemistry because they don't sell the medicine. After you have gone to the doctor, they give you a prescription. Then you go to a chemistry. So I went to the chemistry and I did what I was given medication. So this chemistry person told me like the reason why you are feeling that way it's because of the shared toilet, the common bathroom that you use. And I was like, I use water. Then you know the water that you use, they put on the jerry cans, they put them down, they collect, they put them down. So that could be the problem. So I said, okay, fine. So I traveled back again, and this time round, guys, I bought water, fresh water, like 1.5 liters. Anytime I could go to the toilet, I could use my own water because I wanted to be so keen. I wanted to know like exactly how what could have been the cause. Like I wanted because I was given a medication. So I went back home. I came back again, and this time round, I still don't have the. It was not even itching. 3 days to my days, 3 days to my cycle. Again, started itching. And this time now, it has like a weird kind of smell. So I got so much irritated and I got so much pissed off. I said, I'm not gonna go to visit any doctor at all. I'm not going to visit any guy now. I want to deal with this thing instantly. Like I want to take the action on my end. I'm going to start googling now. This is not the time. I google up again the natural remedy, what can be used. Then I found there is people were commenting their use natural yogurt. There is also probiotic yogurt. There is also Greek yogurt. So I used to drink these things like, and they're not cheap. A small like this is almost 160 something shillings. It's not cheap. So I could sacrifice myself like I used to, and they're not sweet at all. Those things are horrible. They taste horrible. So I've been drinking. I drank that. So I noticed the first 2 days I took those yogurt. I started how having a fishy smell, a different smell. I was like, oh God. I thought that after going through all these things are going to be okay. But I was still not like I wasn't pleased with the smell at all. So this is when I now say, okay, fine. Let me now. I don't know what to do. Then I just discovered this lady, Nigerian. She's called Nigerian, based in UAE, based in Dubai. Angela Woso. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know maybe you will not watch this video, but guys, go check her page. She's called Angela Woso. She's a Nigerian lady based in Dubai, and she was just talking about whatever have been suffering from a way childhood like till now. Till not even now. Now it's not more. So she just said, if you use this remedy, you take them for 3 days, you will thank me later. The way I'm so much in love with her content. I consume a lot of her content, by the way. So I discovered her, and guys, I am so, and that's why I said I'm going to share with you my journey, and this thing is going to help you. Just 3 days. Imagine what has taken me all those time, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth medication. I've used a lot of money back and forth, and me, anything that irritates me small like this, I will go to the hospital. As I don't want to be uncomfortable when it comes to my body, I normally take care of it. I don't want to be uncomfortable. So the homemade remedy that she shared out with you, it's very simple, and I know, guys, you're going to take it lightly, but please get it from me. I am a survivor. I am an example. I am like, I'm a true testimonial. Like, let me put it that way. So only you're going to need two things. Let me say the third things only. And these are home remedies. So the first thing, guys, you are going to need only, let me show you. So you see these things, these are claves. Claves. I don't know if you can see them. You see, these are claves. Claves. Gloves. I don't know, some people call them gloves, some people, I call them claves. It depends on your English teacher. So the first thing that you're gonna need is this clav, and just a small, like small. One day I share with you the important, like, this thing has helped me a lot. Also, like, we in my house, here we drink it in milk, not milk tea. We rarely take milk tea. We take strong tea, but we have to put it. And this class has so many functions, but for today, I'm just going to share with you the how to get rid of it. You are going to thank me the way she normally said. You're going to thank me. So you're going to need these claves and lemon. So you are going to need only claves and lemon, guys. Honestly speaking, it works. I'm a true testimony. I'm a true, like, cloves and lemon. So remember, you are only going to need cloves and lemon, and all you need, guys, is just to boil them. I wish I could show you how. I've already prepared mine, so maybe next time if you want me to see, it's just you boil it for like 10 to 15 minutes only. You just go boil them together. You cut this one, and also just a few drop of it, and then you boil. Voila, 10 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes depending. After boiling that, you sieve. After sieving, now you drink it every day for 3 consecutive days. Guys, you are not going to regret. You are not going, like, literally, you will never have that smelly smell. You will never have that itchiness. You will never, like, literally, I'm telling you, believe me or not, guys, this thing has worked for me. And avoid going to those. One thing that I noticed, what the guy not did to me, I'm so grateful also, because they did for me so many tests. Those, one day I'll just share out with you, so many tests, and these tests are not very cheap. They're so much expensive. So the Ghana will help you, yes, and these things will kill. So that's what happened in my case. They kill both the good and the bad bacteria in you. So you become so much sensitive. So I'm not saying drinking your probiotic yogurt is bad. Continue drinking, because I also still drink, because remember, after taking the probiotic medication, I got rid of all the good and the bad ones. So I have to take, and also Maziwalala in Kenya. I have to take a lot of those yogurt for me to have that strongness that I had. Because right now I'm very much sensitive, so much sensitive that I'm so keen on what toilet I go to, so keen. And if I remember, like, the struggle that I went through, I just have to take precaution. So please, uh, those people who are taking probiotic yogurt, just continue. They help a lot to boost your immune system, also to regulate them back. I'm still on that. But this is a game changer. This is going to be a life changer for you. You are going to feel like, literally, guys, it is going to do you better. So that has been my journey. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate the love and support you've shown me. And if you find this interesting as well, like if you want me to share out with you some of the hygiene tips, let me know in the comment section. And guys, uh, this one is not expensive. You can have them, especially I stay in the coastal area where imagine it's very, very cheap to buy these things. And like in other parts, like in Kisumu where I'm coming from, I don't even know where they sell them. But here in Mombasa, they're all over. They're in Bakiti, they're in supermarkets, and they're so cheap. It's only this coastarian who know the importance of having these things at home. That's why they go there. But we people from the lakeside, we tend to ignore. So now I've shared out with you guys the importance of having cloves and lemon combination. Go do it and come thank me later the way I'm thanking Angela was. She is my idol, my icon. Yeah. So guys, yes, that was it for today. I know I've shared with you my journey. In case someone is suffering outside there, it's always good. Let me know. Comment down below, and if you use this medication also as well, let me know. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video till this part. I really appreciate. And in case you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, remember I said 95% of people watching this video haven't subscribed. So subscribe. I don't know what you're still waiting for, guys. Subscribe, tell a friend to subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe.